Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Dungeons and Mad Mage. I said hey everybody, it's Jeremy. That's my fucking recording spiel. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dungeons and Mad Mage. That's what I say for this show, this thing. I apologize. Where's my goddamn nut button?
We gotta go again. Cut.
There's no going again. Like,
Stop the screen.
this is live.
It has noise suppression on, so it didn't get through.
We didn't get the nut? Oh no.
Sorry, noise suppression is good.
Legitimately, Jeremy fucked up. We didn't get a nut button. We just gotta cut, rewind.
So, how's it going, everybody? Let's play some D&D. It's been a week so far. Let's play some D&D. Let's do a thing.
Let's kill some bitches.
So as per normal, we are going to start things off.
Put the owl in drow.
Take a lap.
You don't want to start over still?
Take a lap.
Nope. That's recorded. That's logged to YouTube forever. I want you to know that.
Jay, I need you to make a clip of that for me, so that anytime someone brings up that Rin bullshit, I can just play that as a fuck off. Are you making that bullshit?
Oh man, that was amazing.
No.
Amazing.
No.
All right.
How do you think I can keep it off? I was done with that.
Let's go ahead and kick things off with a little bit of a recap from last session. So, previously, in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the party continued creating their battle plans with Azrah's War Council, and though the process took some time, they eventually settled on a plan of attack. The Legion's forces would be arrayed against the eastern Stromkolder ruins, with Preta Creepa's zombies forming the vanguard, followed by the Goblin, Bugbear, and Hobgoblin forces. Their goal would be to hit the Drow forces in the ruins hard and fast, forcing the Drow to send for reinforcements or else be overrun. If the Drow forces became too overwhelming, the Legion would begin a fighting retreat in order to draw as much attention as possible for as long as possible. The party would head upriver, stopping by the River Coven in order to pick up their Grimlock allies. The Grimlocks would then be sent upriver in order to look for and take alternate routes into the temple complex, while the party took the main tunnels towards the southern portion of the temple. This would all be coordinated in two ways. The first, a goblin named Slybite would inform the Legion of the time to strike, and the second, a pair of sending stones, which would be used to inform the Legion when Teresa had been dealt with. The plan almost immediately hit some snags, though, as the party arrived in the River Coven's domain, only to find out from Coral Black that there was no northern passage into the temple complex. Seeing this as only a minor wrinkle, the party decided to send the Grimlocks ahead of them along the southern route. This ended up having almost immediately drastic results, as the tribe encountered a Drider, and though they fought viciously, they proved to be no match for the creature. The party did, however, arrive in time to finish the monstrosity. From here, they moved further along the tunnels, but were met with a maddening wind that began to invade their minds. Before that happened, though, Matashtai and Valena reached out, and, using the quarry's innate resistance to psychic effects and its inherent proximity to associated madness, the duo were able to shield the party from the effects of the wind, if only for a time. Hurrying along, the party quite suddenly found themselves in a pleasure lounge filled with drow. The situation was tense, but grew worse still as Silchris, a younger sister of Teresa Ovrindar, took charge of the situation. She and another sister, Pelanonia, seemed to have a hidden intent, but Silchris was insistent that she see the head of Azrah that the party had brought. Fearing that the ruse would be uncovered, Bones attempted to play for time, but when that failed, he instead turned to violence. A fight broke out in which several drow fled, others fought, and still others remained peaceful bystanders. Silchris was livid and lashed out at Matashtai, dealing him a grievous injury before being magically held by Ezrah and then slain. Her lover followed her to the grave shortly. As the dust settled, the tension was broken as Pelanonia burst into laughter and asked, "You've taken care of one sister for me today. How do you feel about a second?" And that is where we start off this session, boys. Ooh, I'm gonna drop you on over to the map. So, kind of like scene dressing, right? You guys are in this little lounge area. There's a couple of actual like chase like couches, right? Lounge couches. There are bloody bodies along the floor. There's the big like demonic blood circle in the center of the room. To the north, Ashes has rushed off to the next door and is there hulked out in wolf form. Right? Matashtai is grievously wounded, right? Has this vicious slash across his abdomen. It's just kind of pouring blood. And Pelinonia is right here across the other side of the room, standing in the doorway with her hands up and just kind of like chuckling a little nervously, right? But she's just spoken out to all of you. And now that statement or question, a little bit of both, just kind of like hangs in the air for a solid few seconds. What do you do?
I'm gonna shout back. One of them ran off. We don't have a lot of time.
Cancel the alarm, and then we'll talk.
I mean, he's gone.
She has a fucking naked woman right here. She can send after him. Oh no, it's okay. JK.
She looks at you, right? You say that, and she says. She kind of like shakes her head slightly. Her hands are still up, and she just says, "There's no way that. Are you not here to fight us? Are you not here to kill my sister?"
Ezra kind of pokes his head in. As he does, he sees the dead body that's muted in a position.
Yeah.
And drops the hold person.
Okay.
So she falls limply on the ground. Actually, your sister gave us a mission that we accomplished, and we're coming back to report. So, kind of fucked up, but
Matt's over there drinking health potions.
She looks at you. And she says, "That literally makes no sense. Why would you attack us so readily then?"
Because
That's right. Bones did kind of just kind of like, ha ha.
Bones, he's a wild card.
Wild card.
I don't have an answer for you, unfortunately.
Okay, so then she looks at you and then she says, "Then you're intending on still meeting with my sister and presenting her with this head after you've killed her subordinates? You
I mean,
think that's going to be successful?"
That's kind of on the table now, I think.
Woo! Now that's a potion.
Yeah, you're right. Jig's up. Yeah, we're here to kill her.
She like looks a glance at you, Bone, like now she's like, because you're throwing different information back at her, and now so now she's like looking at her hands are still up, and she's like looking back and forth from the two of you, just like.
After I get done chugging my potions, I kind of stamp Tamakiri onto the ground and I say, "Look, I'm sick of this. We're here to kill Teresa. Are you her sister?"
Yes, I'm one of many scions of House Avrindar. Though, do not misunderstand me, I hold no love for my sister. Hold very little love for most of my siblings.
All right. Well, can you help us get to her?
She kind of like, she takes her hand, right, and she just kind of like gestures to the north, and she says, Oh, you are quite close indeed.
All right. I bid you adieu. You might want to get running.
She looks at you, right? And as you say that, she like the realization kind of like dawns on her, like it crosses her face, and she goes, "This is really happening." And she kind of like she takes this deep breath. Wow. All right then.
Kill.
It's been lovely.
And she like looks at you and she goes she kind of like she
Matt
takes her
marches
hands
off.
for a second and she like puts them together and she kind of like rubs them and she says, "Well, good luck."
She wants this too much.
Yeah, she does. Well, her sister dies, she gains power. Why not?
She moves up the family ladder.
Right before I head off, and be like, if this turns out the way you hope it does, I would highly recommend maybe making an alliance with the Legion instead of whatever this is.
Yeah, I walk up there, or just not being dicks.
She says, "You're working with the
We've all
Legion."
just left the room.
Yeah, we're just shouting and walking.
So she kind of like yells after you guys. You're with the Legion. Does anyone stop to answer?
I left.
No.
Okay, fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I mean,
All right,
I was
before you-
going through the door. Yeah, I'll stop for a second. I don't loosely.
And she just kind of nods at you and she goes, "All right."
Honestly,
she turns
your
and
sister
she-
was kind
and
of a
she
dick,
says,
and that's pretty
she
much
looks at
why
her
we're here.
Oh. She looks at her companion and she just kind of says, "Well, Gareth, grab what you can. We're leaving." And you hear some rustling as you guys walk away. As it's quite clear
out
that
of
they're...
character, probably going to piss Ezrah off if he finds out we let one go.
Nah, whatever.
We did not say that we would purge all drow from the level.
We said we
Correct.
would go to reset.
Correct.
Okay.
That being said,
So-
still gonna be a little pissed.
As you guys
Fine. It'll be
progress,
fine.
we've got some things going on, so let me...
Ezra closes the doors as.
Oh, you close the doors all behind? Gotcha.
Wait, do they lock from this side or the other side?
They don't
Do they
they don't
even
seem to
lock?
lock.
I assume, yeah.
Okay.
Damn, Jeremy said social encounter. We said nah.
That's fine. Not a
No,
problem.
we socially encountered.
Yeah, you guys
got-
socially encountered while on the move.
We've got
You
shit
know?
to do.
Yeah, you got a
got
mission,
shit.
I understand.
Should we like hang out until?
But
I mean,
while
we should
commotion
honestly be sprinting the fuck down this hallway.
All right,
because
well,
we're
what's it? Hold
drow.
on. How long have we been traveling since we left the river? Oh,
What's-
roughly. Obviously, we're not counting seconds, but
less than 10 minutes.
and you told what's his nuts to not leave for
200
Oh.
seconds.
To count to 200.
okay,
So he's
And it would
probably
take-
still counting.
and it would take yeah, he's still counting.
Yeah,
And-
either
but it-
counted 3 numbers before he got to 200 and left
Yeah,
right away,
I like-
or he failed to get past 10 and just keeps recounting.
I mean,
Well,
okay,
I-
so
Another
even if
one where he just went
so
like
even if he
one,
runs
5,
if he
200.
runs over there, even if he runs over and is like, attack, it's still like they're gonna attack, but it's still gonna be like a little bit before there's a response, right?
Yeah,
Ah, let's go, yeah.
that
Fuck
sounds
'em
right.
up. So I don't know.
So
He probably has gotten back about now.
okay, which means
Soul
that the attack
brother.
is going to start shortly.
Yes.
So, do we
I
just
don't
want
really
to
know.
keep pushing on forward, or are we going to wait for that attack to get going?
Well, that other person did go and marshal.
Yeah, and did run
reinforcements,
to
so-
tell them that we're here.
The jig, as one may say, is up.
Or we could wait like 5 minutes for.
for them to be fucking buffed to hell in fucking warding circles.
I'm
ready.
looking at where we are, and I'm looking at the map. Like that dude didn't
My
have a
mouth
long
is
way to
moving.
go.
I can't hear anything.
He-
Did my
It
headset
doesn't
fuck up?
matter.
I think it did.
What happened?
What?
Honestly, I say, fuck it. Let's go.
Oh, it's back on now. Okay.
I think the longer we wait, the worse this gets.
Yep, let's go.
Lead the
Okay.
way.
And he closed the door behind him. Great.
Okay. Well, I mean, Ezra's closing the door behind you guys, right?
Alright, so according to the map, there's this door. There's like cells to the left, another door to the north, and then once we go through that door, the left is the
This guy.
cathedral or whatever you want to call it that we met Teresa in.
Oh.
So
Yeah, we still don't know how to open that. Maybe we should have asked that. Too late.
All right. So you guys come up to a door. Ezra, are you closing this one?
Yes.
You guys come up to a door, and you can hear beyond it. You hear this. Like you hear this growling and guttural language. You hear kind of like a jeering sound, right?
okay.
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 Does it sound like a language?
It sounds like it might have some relation to a language, somewhere.
Primordial.
Once
Is it
upon a time.
primordial?
No. I mean, you can. The thing is they're not really speaking. They're literally like jeering and hooting and growling.
Is it parcel tongue?
So
No,
should I just
it's
berserker
definitely not
barrage
parcel
in?
tongue. Huh?
So should I just?
What did we decide while my headset was dying? To just go?
Yeah.
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 I think so.
All right, bust in then, Wolfman.
I get down on all four and I just plow through the fucking door.
Drop a dagger.
I will say, you can see this door, like most of the doors in the dwarven ruins that you have been exploring, is a sturdy, stout door.
I will not do that then because I do not wish to break my shoulder.
Okay.
You just want to open it with your hand?
Yeah,
like a
I
normal
suppose I will attempt to
It
open
is
the
not.
door
It does not feel locked.
and not literally dislocate my shoulder.
You throw the door open.
person? Damn, I see nothing. Damn, nothing
There
but
are
dagger.
some grimlocks to the left.
Yes. Which you can see as you step into the room.
I will step
So
into the room.
as you step in the room, let me actually glide on over here to our lovely Master Lip. Lip.
Damn, those are grimlocks? They teleport?
Master
No.
Lip. So as you come into this room, right? You come into this wide open room. You hear to the west immediately. A louder, right? You could hear it through the door previously, but you now hear it loudly and clearly. You hear this jeering and hooting and jabbering, and you can see there seems to be a what looks like a row of small gel cells, right? And there's a shit ton of grimlocks, like with sticks and bars and clubs, like banging at the gel cells and just generally like taunting the individuals in the cells, right? The grimlocks, you guys like walk into the room and the grimlocks like turn, right? And they like do the weird like looking without eyes thing in your direction, right? And they just take these big, deep breaths, right? And you guys hear... How far is it? You hear, because you can't quite see and they can't quite see, you hear this voice in Elvish first. So for my Elvish speakers, it basically calls out, Who's there? What's going on? But it's coming from inside a jail cell.
Does it sound like the Dro dialect of Elvish?
Absolutely, it does.
I don't respond.
Okay.
Also, I'm not there, so.
Well, I mean, you can hear him.
Yeah.
So a second or two passes, and then that question is repeated in common. You hear, "Who's there? What's going on?" And you hear some other whispers, right? From further down, but the Grimlocks are just kind of like standing there, like looking in your direction and sniffing hard, right? And then the closest two start to kind of like hobble over in your direction.
How many are there?
You can see immediately two of them, but there's noise and banging from others further down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Or there was
I'll
noise and
give
banging
them
from
the
others
simple
further down the
command
hallway.
to stop.
Okay. In common?
Yes. Because I do not speak. Well, I don't know if Grimlock have another language.
They pause for a second, right? And they do that kind of creepy alien, like their bodies are moving and they're kind of like doing the like look, type thing, right? But they stop in their tracks, right? But as you say that, right, the voice that is called out to you, stop. What do you mean stop? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm sorry.
Are yelling at us?
Yeah.
We really don't have time right now. I look back and are we going?
And then almost suddenly, right, you hear some louder, like, speaking in Elvish, and
Look, I'm not gonna be able to understand.
Ezra, it's you basically hear other elven voices, saying, I don't think that's any of ours, and then a voice in Undercommon, which you guys can. So the way I treat Common versus Undercommon, right, is it's basically like a very weird, thick dialect, right? So one of the voices shouts out in Undercommon, and so you guys can you get the gist of it at the very least, right? It basically yells, "That's not us, Grimlocks! Get them!"
Stop!
I need you all to select your tokens and roll initiative.
Damn, they got Grimlocks too?
I mean, is it that surprising?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Swap over to battle mat and let's get some actual battle theme going.
How high is the ceiling, Jeremy?
Here it's about 20 feet high.
Okay.
7 repeating.
Of course.
All right, so you all hear this voice crawl out, right, and almost immediately, the Grimlocks, right? Their heads snap forward, right, and whatever weapons they're holding, they raise up and they basically give this, right, like this yell, this roar, right? Matashtai, you're up. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna pull out my longbow.
Yep.
And I'm gonna walk up this wall.
Okay.
I think I'll go up to the ceiling and hang from the ceiling.
Okay.
What a feeling.
Upside down
And-
shots.
Upside down shot at these people.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate Kensei shot. Pew. Pew.
All right. You have advantage.
No, sorry, that was just left on from last time.
19 hits. 12 also hits. These guys really aren't wearing any armor or anything like that. They're bare-chested, bone clubs. Easy peasy.
22 damage on that
so-
guy.
Fwah, fwah. 2 arrows takes him to the chest. He roars and then falls face forward onto the ground dead.
Okay, that is the end of my turn. So, do you want me to dictate that I'm on the roof in any way? Do you want me to just, like,
Notate
point in my
in
red?
in the red. Treat red as elevation if you are ever mucking about with elevation.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So Ezra, you hear this all go down. You see Matashtai rush up the wall onto the ceiling, pull out his bow, fire off shots. What do you want to do?
You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
I am not muted.
Ezra runs into the gap that's created by Matt
Okay,
uprighting himself.
gotcha.
Sees the Grimlock and sends forth a Spectral Hand. Not a crit. So 25 to hit, 6 damage.
6 damage. It slashes deeply across the Grimlock's chest that you can see. Just like leaving these long, deep scores across his flesh. Anything else?
That'll do it.
Okay. Brief Claw is gonna run forward. Yeah. Not smart combatants. He just charges. Ah! Ashes, you're up.
I also charge. I also charge up.
Ah!
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll all of them.
Okay. You might not want to roll them all. This is a heads up. The first one hits. Roll damage.
Bam. So 9.
Okay, he's still standing. The second one obviously hits. It's a crit.
Yep.
You tear his head from his shoulders.
Okay. And honestly, I don't even know if I. So that's 10. And oh yeah, I can make there because I have 40 movement now. And
14
if you wanna
hits.
just keep the 14.
Yep,
14
hits.
Okay. Boom.
And you
And-
slash the throat of that one. He goes down as well.
Okay. That'll be in turn.
Poor fucking Grimlocks. It has just been a horrible day for Grimlock Nation.
Say we're-
Like,
Well,
You could say we're putting the Grim in Grimlock.
in Grimlock. Alright, Bones, you're up.
okay. Well, I literally see nothing. So. I will. Cat speed
Okay.
to go. And I will press myself against this and use my bonus action to hide. Well, attempt to hide.
Okay.
Since I am super silent in moving and actually completely silent due to Boots of Elven Kind. I'll just assume that I disappear to the blind people. and I will
They have another.
prep an action to cut people.
Okay,
Or
gotcha.
throw a dagger at someone. Should
You
the
gotta-
opportunity
You
arise.
gotta give me. You gotta give me one. Are you throwing a dagger, or you cutting a? Making an attack action against the first opportune target.
Making an attack action against the first thing that gives me advantage, or not gives me advantage, that gives me a snack attack.
Neck attack. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Almost immediately afterwards, a guy runs up with a bone club towards Ashes, right into your dagger.
I cut him.
Cut him.
Was my hiding successful?
What did you roll?
I didn't. You didn't ask for me to roll.
Roll for me real quick.
Okay.
Meets
15?
it. Ooh, wait. Which way? Oh no, it's a 15 because you have advantage.
I have boots of elven
Because
kind.
you have boots
yeah.
of elven kind. Their passive perception is 13, so you actually did need the 15.
Sweet. I cut him at advantage.
You cut him at advantage.
With a
That's a
snake
hit.
attack.
And you, I don't know, you fucking stab him through the eye as he runs forward.
Nice.
He dead.
He comes out, I go. I'll go back in. Just like that.
I'm back in. Alright, cool. So Earth Fury is dead. Gravel Claw's dead. Corpse Walker's
Damn,
dead.
Earth Fury, fuck, he's my favorite.
Okay, Grim Crown.
Why
Not
the
gonna-
fuck do they all have names? It's so weird.
Not gonna run because I put names on like everything. He runs forward. Leadbrow, he runs forward. Okay. Alright. Top of the round, we have Matashtai.
Okay. So I can't. Oh yeah, I can see one now. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Blat blat. I'm gonna use my bonus action to Kensei shot again.
Okay. Both those hit. Holy.
Oop! I did not mean to click that again.
Okay. The first one kills, and assuming that
Okay.
you then aim at the second one kills. So these two basically run up on Ashes, who has a pile of corpses building up around him. So these two run up on Ashes and are raising bone clubs, and each one of them just takes an arrow in the skull and drops to the ground. Okay. A few moments pass, right? And I don't even say, like, you guys don't even do the, tension breaths, because it was just that easy. Like, there was no tension to be raised. You guys basically just slaughtered some Grimlocks as they rushed at you. And so, like, this heartbeat passes, and you hear this whispering from the cells, and then you see this hobgoblin face from, like, right here, like, poke out of the cells and look at you, and goes, in undercommon, or in common, I think in common. Yeah, in common, he says, "I don't know who you are, but get me the hell out of here."
I will reply back to him in Goblin that we're here in the name of the Legion to take down the Drow.
Okay. Great.
Damn, just let any of the fucking drow interrogators know what's going on. You know they speak Goblin.
That's
Do
good.
they?
They're deploying enhanced interrogation techniques here.
I don't
EITs,
think
in
the
case you wanna
Drow
know.
would bring himself so low as to dedicate the hours necessary to learn the goblin tongue.
Bro, for the EITs, they would.
Okay.
That seems beneath them.
Some stuff's gonna get real jank here in a second. So, as you say that, right? As that happens, the door to the north is thrown open.
Dagger.
You're not
I
even
can't see
over
it.
there.
Sorry, I can't see anything.
You
My
can't
bad.
even
That's
see
my-
it.
That's my base reaction. Sorry.
The door to the
Yes.
north is thrown open, and sorry, these guys are not in the right position, but a group of troglodytes. Sorry, I'm trying to grab them. Comes rushing in. So, uno momento, we're gonna add to this turn order. Okay, got these. Then I gotta do some other stuffs real quick.
Is the hobgoblin armed at all? Was he in a cell with his gear?
No, it does not seem to be. He's
Yeah,
basically
we
stripped
generally
down.
We keep our prisoners of war with all of their combat equipment.
You know?
You have full permission to slap him electronically.
Slap him electronically. And now when I say these guys run in, they actually do run in. So they're about right there.
Is that how
and-
you slap?
Is that
I
how
don't
you
want to
slap?
actually slap my camera, dude.
Oh, well, that's really disappointing.
Okay, so we're gonna take that as like this little intermission, and now we are actually going to go back to the top of the round.
Sorry, I just saw the troglodyte token. He's just like, ha ha!
Have you guys actually seen the? Here, let's see this. I haven't done this in a while. Here's the troglodyte actual artwork. I actually really love the troglodyte artwork. But you're right, the token is very like, ah-ha-ha! Right? It's very like, you know? So, okay.
It looks like you're about to, like, I don't know.
I don't
Do
get what
some
you guys are
stuff
talking
with
about.
anime girl.
His mouth is closed.
In the token artwork, not in the...
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay,
I gotta tell you, man,
dash
they
time.
look way cooler than their name implies.
Yeah, right? Matashtai, you hear, or you see these troglodytes come rushing forward, and they are brandishing, what are they brandishing? I think they're just brandishing claws. Yeah, they're not armed, right? But they're hissing and running out towards you guys, right? Actually, the only ones they really see right now is they see Ezrah and you, and Ezra's on the ground. You're in the air, so they're kind of rushing towards Ezrah, generally speaking. But they clearly seem hostile, right? That's the intent. So, what would you like to do?
So they seem like they're charging Ezra, you say?
Yes.
Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna run across the wall, I guess.
Okay.
Or across the ceiling. And as I go, I'm gonna pop a shot off at this guy.
Okay.
Where's my character sheet? Yes. Yikes.
12 definitely hits.
Okay. No
Ooh.
Kensei shot.
No Kinsei shot. Okay. So this,
and I'm gonna put my longbow away.
Okay.
So if I'm thinking this correctly, yeah, okay. And then I'm gonna deactivate the spider climb boots and drop to the ground in front of them.
Okay. It's like a 20-foot drop. What's your
I'm a monk.
yo, so is that within your limitation? Or within your
What's that?
parameter? So you have a
Yeah, slow
footage.
fall.
Yeah,
So I'll click the wordage for you.
Uh-huh. Use your reaction to reduce any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level. So
that would be 35 damage.
Yeah, so I think the way falling works is so even if you were to fail a check for landing correctly, you could only take a max of, what is it, 1d6 per 10? So max you could take is
past the first 10.
So even if you took like 66, like it would literally take a perfect roll on all of them to deal you 1 damage. But that being said, we should check because maybe you don't want to use your reaction. So that's a good point, actually. I believe it is a acrobatics check. So what's the past the first 10 feet? What's that rule?
So you don't take any damage if you fall 10 feet, but for every 10 feet after that, or if you fall more than 10 feet, it's 1d6 for every 10 feet. I believe the rule is you would still take that first 10 feet if you fall more than 10 feet.
Oh, so then it would be 2d6.
I believe that's how it works.
So I'm just looking at the quick rules, and all it says, it doesn't say anything about a minimum footage. It just says literally 1d6 for every 10 feet, and it also doesn't say anything about a save or anything like that.
I know that's definitely a homebrew thing. Like, you don't normally make any save for it.
Yeah, in the past, we've definitely done things like either dexterity saves or acrobatics checks to, like, reduce the fall damage or something like that. But for now, let's just go ahead, because, again, it's irrelevant, but you're dropping 20 feet, so you would take 4 damage. Unless you use your reaction.
Yeah, the first 10 feet thing is not in the player's handbook.
I didn't see it.
So that might be a variant rule.
Who knows? It does sound familiar to me, right? I definitely feel like I've heard it somewhere, but I just don't remember where.
No, I'm going to use my reaction to not take damage.
All right. So you just like you deactivate, you twist in the air, you land slyly on your feet, easy peasy. What do you want to do?
I'm going to kick this dude in the face on my way down.
Okay. That is definitely a hit, and that is a snap neck for a troglodyte.
And then I'm going to palm strike the one on the left.
Okay. Palm. Do it. Do it up. Do it. 12 is a hit. 5 bludgeoning damage. Hear a little crunch as you hit him in the chest. As you pull away the hand that hit him, you realize in close proximity to these creatures that they reek, and you're pretty sure if you wash that hand for a week, it's still gonna smell.
Awesome.
It's like punching a skunk sack. I don't know, something along those lines, right? Okay. Next up, you actually see. Darting across, right? You see for a second a drow sees you past the troglodytes, and then rushes. Where was he? He was here. Gonna take that much, and then here. He throws open this door. Right? About the time that this guy shows up. And there's some yelling that you hear, but it's in Elvish, so you don't understand it. And that is his turn. Ezra, you're up. Also, what's your dexterity, Ezra?
+1. 12.
They're a little higher than you, so he would be first. Okay, you're first. Or you're up.
So I will pull out a wand and fire off 3 beads of force. And I will have each one hit a... no, fuck it. I will do a focused attack at the one in the corner. Back left.
The far back? Okay.
Yeah, far back corner.
Gotcha. The streak of missiles shoots up and out, and each one of them finds their mark unerringly, and you do just enough damage to smoke the troglodyte in a single go.
Cool.
Nice.
Boom. Perfect.
And then I am going to shuffle into this corner.
Okay. All right. So appearing out of the hall to the north, out of the thick webbing upon its ceiling, comes skittering across the ceiling a giantul spider. So this thing is up on the ceiling right now.
Oh.
How tall are you, Matashtai?
I am 6'2".
All right, it attacks you. If only you were a halfling or a dwarf or a gnome. Or a kobold.
I thought the ceiling was freaking 20 feet tall here.
Don't fucking
It is
tall
20 feet
shame
tall.
me.
The spider's a 10 by 10. So,
Which means I'm within 4 feet of it.
yeah, so that's
The
why that's
tippity
specifically
top of my head.
Yeah, that's why specifically I asked. So, all right. What it does though is they have a very specific concept of what they're going to do. So it,
Rip and tear.
yeah, it doesn't really care about the range. It points its, what is that called? I'm blanking on
Thorax?
my spider lore. Is it thorax? It points
It's
its
butt.
thorax at you, and it goes, and it tries to web you.
Well, I mean,
So, let's see how this goes. Webba dubba dub dub. It hits.
Yeah.
So you get sprayed with a thick, sticky substance that restrains you. And you can read the rest of the stuff there. As an action, you can try to break out, or you can try to like break through the web, cut through the web, etc. Probably shouldn't have all of that information immediately available there. Roll20. Thanks for doing that, Roll20. I really appreciate that. That's really good.
Fine.
This is why I feel like I have to babysit Roll20. Like, I have to go and double check every single fucking thing that they put in just to make sure that it's not like, oh, god damn it.
Sense though that it is immune to psychic and poison damage.
Well, sure.
Now immunity to
Well,
bludgeoning.
sure.
I'm agreeing with you. Well, sure. That makes sense. That is pretty intuitive. But, you know. Alright, anyways, so Matashtai, you are now restrained. We'll give you the weapon. You've been gotten the weapon. Right, so Grusk is dead. Now it's Bones.
Grusk is dead. Long live Grusk.
Grusk is dead. Long live the Grusk. Long live the Grust.
one hobgoblin's probably not gonna be very useful. I'll come out here and I'll throw a dagger to troglodyte.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's my bag of holding.
Dagger gets flung outwards.
I'll throw a wind spike.
Oh, you throwing wind spike? Okay.
Be thrown. Snake attack. Because he within 5 feet of Matthias.
Yes. But Matthias is restrained. Can you make attacks as when you're restrained?
Yes. You just do so with disadvantage.
Okay, then perfectly fine.
Restraint.
Then yes, you're good. You get your thing. Which means wind spike hits him in the chest, and he
I'm
crumples.
surprised. Because I'm not certain about that. I'm like 50% sure. Yeah, you have disadvantage.
Okay, gotcha. Not like it'd be super hard to reverse that, but yeah. Okay, cool.
Then I whip another one at the spider.
Whip it at the spider. That's a hit.
Whipped.
Sure.
Be
Yeah,
whipped.
take that 1 damage, you piece of shit.
It only does.
Then
It's
I
actually
go-
20 up now. It does 1 damage,
Then I
but
go,
you know.
Well, at
Back
least it
over
can't have
here.
a flawless victory now.
Right?
That's right.
Absolutely. All right, Ashes, you're up. You watch as Bones rounds the corner, throws off 2 daggers in quick succession, and then hides himself. Okay, you do the loping across the hallway.
And then I leap up in the air and
It's
Berserker Barrage the spider.
It is 20 feet. Well, so it's gonna be 10 feet up. So you will have to jump to attack it.
I mean, I'm taller than
No,
that.
you're fine. Right, because you got so your reach. What are you attacking with?
Claws.
Now that's a difference. Like a
leap
sword, you
into
definitely
the air.
have reach on.
You 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move
Yeah,
at
you
least 10
can
feet
you
on
can
the-
absolutely jump, but do you get your full attack action when you jump?
It doesn't say it takes anything. It just says you can jump.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Sure. We'll go for it.
You could have him roll an acrobatics to see if he gets both attacks. If he's acrobatic enough to get both swipes in.
Here's
But
the
he has
thing.
3 attacks.
I get 3, so
I vote he just gets them all because he's a fucking wolf.
Let's do acrobatics. That'll
Like,
make
the only
that'll
thing
make
I
it
have a problem
fun.
with is like the idea of you jumping and getting.
It's
before you hit
basically
the ground.
it's the Acme scenario. You basically jump and then you're in the air and you go meow meow or
like
woof,
sure,
woof,
you
woof.
might do it, but what kind
Right?
of fucking power are you gonna have in that?
all right. How about this? I'll just to be like real. I probably only get 1 swipe in, but I'll take that
No,
one
no,
swipe.
no. I legitimately am fine with this acrobatics idea. So but before we
Sounds
do
like I
it,
could like double
let's-
claw at the
yeah,
same
let's
time.
let's set a DC for it, right? So we'll set a multi-tier DC for it. So
Like 10, 15.
you guaranteed can jump high enough to do 1 attack, easy peasy, right?
Okay.
So we'll say a DC 12 means you get 2 attacks off. A DC 15 means you get all 3 attacks off
Okay. For acrobatics.
for acrobatics. Okay,
Hella.
here we go. See, we have fun with rolls.
All right, I want to
Good
jump in the
shit.
air and Berserker Barrage.
Berserker Barrage him.
Oh yeah, get it.
Hell yeah.
In fact,
Okay.
I'll just go ahead and roll all 3 attacks, and if it dies in some of this, we'll just count this towards the other troglodyte that I would be able to close in with.
Okay, sure. We'll get there. The 27 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Okay. And here is the right damage.
Okay, okay. Nice.
So-
Ooh.
23.
23.
Okay. Still alive.
The 17. hit.
17 hits, yes. Okay. Now it's dead. As it dies, it has nothing keeping it on the ceiling.
Oh.
So it
Okay.
falls in front of you and on top of Matashtai.
Ruh-roh.
Awesome.
So we're gonna do some reverse falling damage. Matashtai,
Reverse falling damage.
you take 2 bludgeoning damage as a giant spider falls on top of you.
Can I try to roll out of the way?
No, you're restrained by
Restrained.
web.
I have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Doesn't mean I don't get to make them.
That's technically true.
Can you move though? You can't move while restrained.
No, your speed
Like-
is 0 though.
Like,
Your speed
I'm
is
envisioning
0.
like this. Like, right? Like, I can't fucking move, but I can, like, fall.
Okay. Dex
Wait,
saving
so
throw.
you're restrained standing upright?
Here's the thing. Yeah, he's basically like webbed in place. So I was gonna have you get knocked prone regardless, right? Because the giant spider's falling on you, right? If you make a Dex save, we'll say DC 13. You still fall prone, but you fall prone out of the way of the 2 damage.
Okay. DC 15, you said?
DC 13. Let's
13,
do it.
okay.
Ah!
Oh, yeah.
Just barely. Very nice.
What is
Okay.
that? You have
Oh, yeah, at disadvantage. Hold on.
Oh shit, never mind. You have disadvantage.
Even better.
Even better. Okay, so
Yeah.
you fall out of the way, but you are now prone, restrained on the ground, but you don't get crushed by a giant spider. Perfect. Fantastic.
Like, Matt's just laying there like, God damn it.
All right.
I look
So
over. Sorry.
now, you do have that 3rd attack, Ashes, but the giant spider is difficult terrain.
You could attack.
Right,
You could attack my webbing.
So,
You could actually.
Let's see, 15. So that means I have 25 left.
Yeah, which you should be able to get over there. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna grapple.
He ignores
up
Matt.
on-
Just ignores Matashtai.
It's cool. This is great. Thanks, Ashes.
Sorry, just
Sorry.
real quick.
So you basically climb up and over this corpse of this giant spider that you just knocked down, and you go swinging at this troglodyte. 15 hits.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
15 and
10 damage. Right damage.
13.
13 damage. Perfect. You decapitate. In a loud thunderclap, you decapitate this this fucking troglodyte. Okay, cool. None of the troglodytes got to do anything. I love it.
I suppose that'll be a turn.
Fantastic. Okay, wonderful. Altixel is dead. This guy is up. He's gonna run forward. And into view. And as he does, he will see the wolf form of Ashes. And he will raise his... Nope. He will raise his hand crossbow and fire off a shot. Oof. That's 10.
That'll
That's
miss.
a big ol' miss. Alright. This
I
guy
bite it out
is
of the air.
also dead. Now we got this one. He comes here. Here. Yeah, and he probably just scrabbles into the room. So he comes rushing in. So again, you hear this as coming out of the room and then just hurtling into the room in front of you is a giant spider. Skittering along the wall, but it uses basically its movement to make it as far as it does. Then this guy, he's gonna run up, and he will see Ashes again. And he will... also fire a crossbow bolt at you. 20!
That'll do.
Okay, so Ashes, you take 7 piercing damage, and you make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Wow, you fucked it up.
Crazy, I know.
Good night, sweet prince.
Good night,
But
sweet prince.
wait. Was that a poison effect? Because
It is. It is.
So does that give me advantage on those?
What? I don't
Or is
know.
it just-
What is it? What do you have?
Do you
Let
have
me.
against that?
Infernal Constitution. Resistance to cold and poison. You have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. So let me roll that back.
This is an advantage. This is a saving throw against
That
being
is a
poisoned.
Crazy strong feat.
Why do you think I picked it? That's
My
that's
heart,
really one of-
my heart legit stopped for a second because I was like, "Oh God, one fourth of the party is now unconscious for like an hour."
Wow.
Oh shit. So that was interesting. Okay. So the crossbow bolt hits right. Grrr. You do take half damage, by the way. I don't know if you took full damage
I
or not.
took the whole 7, but I will
Because
instead.
you're in wolf form, so you only take half
Yeah.
damage. It is a mundane weapon.
Okay, so oh shit. No, I
And
just
so
added
the
that.
poison does not actually pump through your veins, which is good for you.
Yes, it is.
And then this person runs forward and they throw the door closed behind them. And then they close here. And she will also take a shot at Ashes.
I'm untouchable.
Take a shot.
You gotta just say shit like that, don't you?
Okay,
It's
so
okay though, because
I'll
you
take-
can't be crit. You'll take
Yeah, so
3
I'll
damage
take another 3 damage.
and an advantage saving throw or advantaged saving throw, DC 13 Constitution.
So I can't be making these because I'm eventually gonna fail.
Well,
So
stop
here
getting
goes.
shot. I don't know what to tell you.
Woo!
Woo!
Thank you, advantage.
Woo
Thank you, Infernal
indeed!
Constitution.
Oh shit! All right, that guy
Best
is dead.
ASI usage ever.
And okay, we are at the top of the round, and I think at this point we are actually going to take a quick break because this might turn into a long combat. So I need to go take a bio break, get a drink, etc., and then we will come back and we will finish off this assault. We will see how it turns out. See you in a few minutes, everybody. Bye.
Bye.